Welcome, my chingus, to episode 51 of This Week in K-Pop. In this episode, we will talk about AOA, GOT7, History, K.Will, Mamamoo, and Verbal Jint. My name is Steven, and with me is my co-host, Josh.
Hello!
I thought you'd be like, and hi, my name is Josh.
Well, you always go, this is my co-host, or this is my brand new co-host, or this is my co-host who looks like a fucking acorn today.
Well, this is my acorn co-host, Joshy. And This Week in K-Pop is a discussion podcast that covers the last 2 weeks of K-pop music videos. And each episode, Josh and I will pick what we thought was the best song of the last 2 weeks. And, you know, ever since we switched to every 2 weeks, like, I get so nervous before we record.
It's because
I always fuck shit up.
I always get nervous when it's the week after we record, the weekend after, and I think, oh, are we supposed to record this Sunday? I made plans. Or like, oops. And I text Steven, we're not doing it today, right? And then he doesn't respond to me, so I'm like, okay, yeah, we're not.
Yeah, usually I'm asleep because we don't have to record, or I'm like playing a video game in my underwear, not giving a fuck. That's usually my Sunday.
Steven is in his underwear right now. We'd show you, but
what? You didn't have to tell them that.
We'd lose half our viewers.
Or we might gain some viewers, if you know what I mean.
I
doubt that too. But anyways, we do want to mention that we did get, since our last episode, we did get our content strike on YouTube fixed.
Yep.
So if you do prefer to watch it, this podcast on YouTube, you can do that again.
Hooray!
Hooray! We did re-upload the real video version, episode 50.
Yeah,
now that we can.
The last episode.
Yeah. But anyways, let's get to it. There were a lot of videos, as there always is when we go in the last 2 weeks. But at least for me, I think this will be kind of a short episode because there wasn't that many decent to good songs, in my opinion.
Yeah, usually we'll have like 2-ish songs that me and Steven both agree are just really, really good songs. And then maybe a list of 5 or 6, songs that are like, oh, these songs are pretty good, but they are not in contention for best song of the week or best song of 2 weeks. And then we have our lightning round where, we don't really have much to say about things. But this week, I feel all 6 songs that we're going to talk about are pretty good. Almost all of them, for me, were in contention for best song of the last 2 weeks. But my song of the last 2 weeks is GOT7 with A.
A.
21. No, that's not the song.
How about the rainbow one that's like, what is that one? Like, like where they like raise up their shirt?
Oh, yeah, that one.
What other A's? What other A's are there? Hey, yo, GG.
But this song, it's surprising because the song is really good, for one, but I thought GOT7 would be kind of, JYP's kind of hip-hop group, but they kind of went a little bit, I wouldn't say cutesy, but they're definitely more carefree, in this music video, in this song, right?
Yeah, well, you say, they are supposed to be their hip-hop group,
yeah, but
because of the weird, trend of the last 6 to 12 months of all the guy groups kind of going hard, like, it's weird that even their last song, Girls, 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 wasn't very hard, quote-unquote hard, even though they're supposed to be the hip-hop.
It was swag-tastic.
It was definitely swag-tastic.
It was like, all these girls love me. I don't even do anything. These girls love me.
But it was, this song, A, really is very similar, at least to me. The sound is not as similar, but the kind of bravado is very similar, which is
I feel it.
They're very confident in themselves, but they're also having fun, and it's really, really nice to see.
Yeah.
For me, actually, this song, if Josh wasn't going to pick this song as his best song of the week, I probably would have picked it. Yeah. Which, if you're a long-time listener, is pretty strange, because I don't really like guy groups very much.
Yeah, Steven is not a big fan of just, boy bands.
To be fair, some of my favorite songs are boy band songs.
That's true.
I just think most boy bands are just very similar.
It's kind of hit or miss. It's a fine balance that you have to reach of like fun and carefree without being too aegyo, and you have to have enough confidence but you can't be like too swaggerific, you know?
Yeah, it's really hard. It's really hard. And I also think a lot of boy groups are just the same. Like their style's the same now. The songs are very similar now. But as you can see, whoever directed this is just so smart. It's like everything's bright colors and everything looks so fun. And whoever choreographed it, I mean, there's a lot of course, 2PM kind of based choreography in here, but that was what made 2PM awesome back then. It just was fun.
Yeah, I really, really like the directing of this video. It kind of follows the same plot as, you know, a bunch of guys following around a girl because she's cute kind of deal. But it's the little like details they put in to this music video, like the set that they're using or just the colors that they're using, and the fact that all the boys kind of have a theme going on. Like, oh yeah, these guys are in the same group together, but their clothes look good. They're like some clothes that I would see someone wearing on the street, and I would say, oh, this person looks a little bit like pretty fashionable, right?
Yeah.
Except for a few of them, but
like we've seen some like they keep upping the ante on what the fuck kind of outfits.
Yeah, just kind of flashiness, but the outfits in this song were really, really good, and I really love this part of the choreography. We were talking about this. 2PM does it all the time. And Shiny did it in Everybody, where they kind of Sherlock, I think.
Where they kind of like one by one, like kind of freeze
frame, like, you know, going, and they're like matching their stuff. You saw it.
It happens in Everybody, for Shiny, and there's just I know it sounds strange, but like there's a lot of cuts in most music videos.
Yeah.
And it's really jarring. And even though there are a fair share of cuts here, like they actually linger on scenes for a lot longer than I'm used to. And I've seen a lot of music videos, and I thought that was really great. I was like, I get to see things. It's bright. I mean, even the night scenes are bright, and it's not just them in a box, like strobing lights everywhere, quick cut, quick cut, quick cut. I'm like, I can actually kind of see these people, especially in the beginning. The beginning actually lingers quite a bit longer than as the song progresses, but I thought that was really, really awesome.
Yeah, because I feel like what makes this music video really good is the detail that they put in, and just lingering in certain shots or kind of cutting in between two scenes, like they do in this music video a lot. It just kind of lets you scan and look at things, or, you know, notice things that you normally wouldn't. And I feel like, you know, K-pop has a lot of noise, a lot of visual noise too. But when you can like look at things, it's not as bad, right? It's not like just things just being thrown in your face all the time. And like you can notice choreography a little bit better. You can notice little like quirks that they do, maybe facial expressions. And I just like this style of directing. It's really well done.
I mean, I'm probably forgetting a lot of videos, but I think the last time I remember a video of just people being outside in the sun was like Beast's Beautiful Night. And that was a long ass time ago. Like, it's surprising to me how simple, but how much I like that I can see what's going on in a music video. And
yeah, if you're going to put in a lot of effort in storyboarding and just kind of, you know, like making a setting and like a theme going on, you want to show it. And it was very, very well done. Yeah. The song is very good as well.
Yeah, we talked a lot about the music video, but the song itself, I mean, it's really catchy. Yeah. You know, we say a lot when we think, oh, it's a JYP artist, like 15 We're like, oh, JYP is so good at making something that sounds different, and we were always wrong because JYP didn't write it.
Yeah.
But this time I double checked, and JYP did write this song.
Yeah.
And it sounds different. It sounds different than most of the other guy groups out there.
Well, I mean, props to JYP just as an entertainment label, because they employ certain, you know, composers and producers themselves. So they kind of have a JYP sound, but their JYP sound is known for being different, right? Just kind of, we're not sure what JYP is really going to come out with, but I know this is a JYP style song, you know?
Yeah. Like, I mean, the JYP is not really good at, I think, promoting multiple artists.
Yeah.
He's usually really shitty about that.
Yeah.
But, you know, I don't even know what 2PM's going to do. Pretty much they're like using all the 2PM ammo on GOT7, so... granted, 2PM, I mean, it's 2PM now, so they don't really need...
Yeah, 2PM can just take their shirts off, and then you're done. Just like SNSD can just come back and that's it.
And still gangbang sell, even though it wasn't very good.
Yeah. Or Big Bang could just come back right now. And
they can come out with a song that's just like sneezing or snapping.
They can do whatever they want.
But seriously, like, I complain about this a lot, which is just boy bands just don't have anything that kind of separates them. And when I see GOT7, I'm like, I don't understand why they're not the most popular group right now. I mean, this is only their second song.
Yeah.
And so you can't necessarily compare them to, the people that have been around for a year or two. But, like, I hope I'm probably offending a lot of people, but, like, I would rather watch GOT7 and listen to GOT7 than the Vixes and the B2Bs and and some of those kind of more mid-tier groups that I can't even, remember their names because they don't stick out to me at all.
And it's really strange because the things that GOT7 are doing aren't very new, to be honest. A lot of their things are very 2 p.m.-ish. A lot of the things they do are very, boy bandy. But for some reason, they're just doing little things that makes us notice them. Because we watch a lot of K-pop, and we watch a lot of music videos. So it's the little things that really, grab our attention. And we think GOT7 does the little things very well.
Yeah, yeah. And it really helps that they're not following the current trend of kind of creepy slash hard, which, like, for example, like Boyfriend recently discovered.
Yeah.
And it works for them. I mean they do what they do.
I mean, it's a trend for a reason. People like it, but... Yeah.
But speaking of another group that actually is going against, I think, the recent trend, and that is the second song we're going to talk about, which is by a group called History with their song Psycho. Now, when I heard the title Psycho, I immediately thought it's going to be a VIX type song.
It's going to be scary.
It's going to be a creepy, kind of like thriller-esque kind of thing. And then this like intro starts and I'm like, oh man, that looks like a skull. I don't know what that is. But I actually really... I don't want to... Okay, I didn't like the song that much.
Yeah.
But I will say it was very refreshing to see this song. It really reminded me of kind of older SHINee, which you also said. And I don't know. History has been a group where like every one of their new songs is really different.
Yeah. I agree.
Which is great. I didn't like every one of their songs. There was one I really liked, but it was so different than this.
I think it might have been 100% or something like that. Is that the song?
I think that's another boy group.
No. 100% that's a boy group, but I think the title is maybe 100%. I don't know. It's just hard to keep track.
There's one that was like narrated by IU that actually I enjoyed.
Yeah, I think I know which one you're talking about.
But anyways, I will say that I just, will repeat a lot of the GOT7 stuff, which is I just got tired of seeing the same concept, same sounding song. And I thought this song was kind of a refreshing difference for me, especially from a new, not new group, but they're kind of a new group. I mean, you don't really know that much about history.
Yeah, kind of a new group, right? New group. But I think they really hit the nail on, the head with this concept. It's not creepy to the point where it's just like, oh, I'm turned off to this. But it's just like, okay, well, they're supposed to be psychos and kind of stalkers. And they kind of have like, the little like
weird
straight jacket kind of feel to them, right?
Yeah.
And then the kind of shots they use are very like, creepy-esque, but just not overboard.
Yeah, like most of the video is in the daylight. It's like very well lit. It's not like weird flashes of like scorpions and like weird things that also happens like Beast Shadow,
Yeah.
I don't know. I just found it refreshing.
Yeah, and I really like the choreography. It fits the theme very well, the concept very well. Just a lot of like movements or kind of poses they strike really seem kind of psycho-y, except for that part where they rub their junk. I'm not a big fan of that part.
I'm okay with them rubbing it once. It's no like You Kiss where they literally rub their junk for like 6 seconds. They're just like, get in there.
Just like make eye contact with you, like.
Yeah. Maybe fans like that.
I guess.
Although I will say that after watching GOT7's video where they have like normal ass outfits, it's like, oh yeah, this is what K-pop outfits.
Yeah, this is what K-pop is. We forgot.
Yeah, we forgot for a second. But I think of the kind of boy groups that came out this week or the last 2 weeks, I think there was like a Halo song, and there was a song by Big Flo was a new group. I like this one the best.
I'm the same with you. I agree.
Cool. Whoa.
YouTube kind of freaked out
YouTube
there.
did a weird thing. All right, let's talk about the next one.
So, this next song was so very close in being my song of the week, and that is K.Will with Day One. 오늘부터 1일.
So K.Will, I mean, you love K.Will.
I love K.Will.
And
I love K.Will.
K.Will's music videos they usually fall in two camps.
Yeah.
One's like a pretty good kind of drama-ish story, and the other side is just like kind of cute relationship.
Yeah.
And this one's more of like a cute little relationship thingy. There's no like big shocking twist at the end. There's no big revelation.
And there is a little bit of twist at the end, but it's kind of like a cute, I saw this coming kind of.
It's like the opposite of the Akmu twist.
Yeah.
Because in Akmu, it's like the girls, I like you, and the twist is the guy had no fucking idea. And this one, the twist is, I actually like you too, and it's really sweet.
You
really
just
nice.
didn't really notice.
Yeah.
Yes, that's funny.
But why don't you talk about the song?
So the song, it's a very good song. It sounds very K.Will, but not one of his best songs. When you compare it to the best songs that I like of him, like Love Blossom was really good. Please Don't Go? I can't remember what the English titles are.
He had a song last episode, right? Where he was like sitting in that throne chair. What song was that?
Huh? Sitting in a throne?
He was like sitting in a throne. Was that K.Will? Am I going crazy right now?
Was it Wee-sung? He-sung?
Maybe I was a Wee-sung
That
song.
was a
My
Wee-sung
bad. They're a little similar in my head. They're a little similar in my head. I'm sorry.
No,
I'm
with you on that.
I'm sorry, bro.
Because they're both male artists, solo artists that I really, really like. But K.Will, this song is kind of like Love Blossom to me. It's a springish song, not falling in love or just being. I felt the song was very honest because K.Will himself, always says like he's not a very handsome guy. It's only because he's a singer that he has like attention. And this song is like, out of all the ugly guys out there, I think I'm the most handsome ugly guy. So you should give me a shot, kind of deal. And
which is weird because they hired an actor who is definitely a cute ass motherfucker. So I don't think
they try to ugly him up, kind of like She's All That style. Like, oh yeah, let's give him like ruffly hair.
Yeah, and put some glasses on him
that definitely don't fit his face, but obviously he could wear and it could be fashionable kind of deal.
And then he takes off his glasses, does his hair a little different. It's like,
I've never noticed
so
him
sexy.
She's All That.
It's so easy.
And I like the fact that K.Will's in this music video because normally he's not.
Yeah.
And I'm like, K.Will, you're not an ugly looking dude. At least I don't think so. I think
he's a decent looking dude.
Yeah.
I said before the podcast, I was like, he really to me looks like Daesung's father. Like he could be Daesung's father. They kind of got the same.
K.Will always says he's got that face that everyone knows because they have a
friend that
who looks just like him. But it's kind of true though. But
yeah, I will agree with you that I think it's a really good song, but I don't think it's a very memorable song. I think the video, I mean, it's kind of a boring video. I mean, it's the same story we've seen multiple times. I mean, it's whether or not you think Soyu's really cute or you think the guy's really cute,
Yeah.
And Soyu's really cute, and the guy's got amazing dimples.
He has dimples for days.
It's amazing. But also, it makes you wonder. Sometimes you're looking at a girl, maybe she's looking at you, or maybe you're just being a creeper.
Maybe.
One of those.
I mean, don't just be like, you draw the paint. I see. Just give me that. And run away.
Like he was a real creeper in the beginning part of this video.
Don't do that. How about talk to her?
And then life will work out.
Yeah, just talk.
At least according to K.Will.
Just talk. K.Will knows.
So that brings us to the middle part of our podcast, where we want to thank all the people that have listened to us, and we want to highlight some of the reviews we got on iTunes in the last 2 weeks. We actually didn't talk about any last episode, so some of these are maybe 3 or 4 weeks old. But first, I want to read a review by Remy Cakes, who left us a review saying, "Thanks, guys. I like that I'm discovering decent music through you.
Decent.
Yeah, decent. Says, keep up the good work. It took me a while to spell soul too. I always second guessed myself until the Soul song by SM came out. Lol, you ain't the only one. And thank you. It wasn't until I moved to Korea that I learned to spell soul. Because why you gotta have 3 vowels in there? I never heard that Soul song by SM until I think you showed it to me.
Yeah.
I think maybe song, after the podcast where I was complaining that I couldn't spell soul.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, SM Town, third time around.
We got the beat that'll make you want to get down.
You know what's up.
I thought you were going to finish it.
No.
But you don't know it because that's such a great
I like
song.
that song.
That song is still, if you don't know, it's Hotmail by SM Town, which used to be like, all the SM artists used to make like a summer album and a winter album. This is an old ass song, but oh my god, Hotmail, the best song in the world.
It's really not.
Like,
don't listen to Steven.
When I die at my funeral, someone's better play that song. It's such a good song.
All right, I promise I'll play that at your funeral.
Just let's be fair. I'm gonna die before all y'all.
That's right. True.
I'm gonna die of like a heart attack or some crazy nonsense.
Heart attack. Well, our second review is by KY1 Wildcat 7. It says, guys, I want to apologize and congratulate you. What I originally wrote is absolutely no longer true. Since settling in Korea and picking Josh as a new co-host, the show has made great strides in erasing everything I was upset about. So I think this review is kind of a redo. He or she gave us a review. Wasn't so great beforehand. Changed their mind.
It used to be one of the worst reviews we had. Which was, kind of hating on us, rightly so, I think, rightly for some people, maybe. That we were too negative, and, my old co-host may or may not even like K-pop in general. And also, I would, be a little too forceful with my opinions, which I still do, but whatever. We kind of changed up the podcast, and hopefully you guys like it,
Yeah.
And, let's talk about the third review. This is amazing that we had 3.
Wow.
It's amazing. And this is by Little Monkey 2. This review was on the Canadian iTunes.
Hey!
Which, I actually had to search for because normally we just look for the US one. Anyways, it says, I love listening to Steven and Josh because they give their honest opinions on K-pop. Yes, we do. You can tell that they like and are interested in K-pop, and they're really funny. And you can also see them on YouTube, which you can. If you want to see our lovely faces. We don't do that much on YouTube anymore because we're a little scared of
very scared.
things.
A little, this is not, we're very scared now.
But we do want to thank you 3 for leaving us a review. It really, really, really does help us get found on the iTunes store.
Yeah.
And because in the regions where we have reviews, we're like 2 or 3 on the list. And there are some regions where we don't have any reviews and we're like 10th or 12th on the list. So
yeah,
if you can take the time, leave us a review. We don't really even care what the stars are because if it's a low score, at least we'll try to fix that.
I mean, if you're gonna leave a low review,
be constructive.
Just tell us why you don't like us. We could take constructive criticism. Just don't say things like Steven's fat and Josh has a lot of acne and things like that because it's true, but how does that make it?
Yeah, it doesn't make us feel better.
It's not going to make this podcast any better. So
yeah. Well, it might if we were sexy. If we were sexy,
I guess so.
If we had British accents.
Yeah, okay.
British accents would be really good.
We took our shirts off every now and then, and we were actually in shape.
That would be nice.
That'd be nice.
I mean, whatever. You get more compliments than me, so I mean, infinitely more compliments than me. But anyways, let's move on to our second kind of group of songs.
Mm-hmm.
And that brings me to what my favorite song of the last 2 weeks is. It was very, very much tied with GOT7. I may have picked GOT7 if Josh picked something else.
Yeah.
But you know this group. I mean, we've been hyping up this group for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks.
For I don't know how long.
Yeah. And it's a new group. I mean, technically this is their debut. Mamamoo is the group name with their song Mr. Ambiguous. Now, Mamamoo has released, I think, 3 songs so far, and we are insanely in love with at least 2 of them. I mean, they had the song with Bumkey, Don't Be Happy, that is just amazing. I still think that's their best song. They have...
song with K.Will and
K.Will,
right?
and I don't know, Ampi song? I don't know.
I think they had 2 of them.
But it's a chocolate...
Peppermint chocolate.
Or peppermint chocolate?
Chocolate peppermint chocolate.
I always fuck that up. But that's a really good song. And while Mr. Ambiguous, I mean, it's a very similar sounding song to those songs. Like, it's just so good. Like, I just can't believe they're a debut group. Like, they're
very polished.
They're better than some groups I think that have been around for years. Like, I like AOA, but
I like AOA.
I like Girls' Day, but I think they're better than both of those. Like,
I agree.
Performance-wise, just vocally-wise, I mean, yeah, they're different types of singers, they're different types of dancers, they're different styles, but like, just the confidence that I get from Mamamoo is just leagues above groups that have been around for a long-ass time. Yeah. And I know we've said it a million times, but like, you really, really need to check out
Give them a chance. Give them a chance. So Mamamoo, they kind of fit the same type of style of music. Like the kind of doo-woppy, like, you know, Dream Girls kind of style, where, you know, they've got like the gloves and the sparkly dresses and the shoop kind of deal, you know. Yeah. And I love that. I love that genre. One, because
it's very classy.
It really won. It's really classy, right? Two, you can really belt, right? Because Steven loves the belting. And I personally love ad-libbing as well. And this vocal style really showcases both, and also harmonies.
Yeah.
Right?
I think you mentioned that, like, Spica is very similar to this, but the songs that Spica gets don't work very well for them.
Just don't match up right somehow.
And, like, maybe if Spica did songs like Mamamoo does, like, I would like them way more. But, you know, if you like Spica, if you like that kind of style, like, I think Mamamoo has the similar style, but a better presentation and a better musical choice.
Yep.
And there's, you said this actually, you're like, they're really sexy. Like, they're not trying to overtly be that sexy. I mean, they just got a little twist to some of their moves, a little bit of that shake that you're like, yes.
I like that. Like, they're not going to try to, like, you know, shove their business in your face.
Yeah, they're not doing boob pats.
Yeah.
They're not doing, like, ass pats.
And honestly, a lot of the moves that we've seen them do in this music video, we've seen them do before, but they just kind of have a little of, like,
I kind of like their, like, boogie down, like, shaking the knees dance.
It's kind of like a flirty kind of sexy.
Yeah. And they got this, like, mustache move that is fucking cute as shit.
Yeah, like that.
It's really cute. Like, I think we've said it before, but Mamamoo is one of the only groups that now that when they have a new song come out, I'm gonna watch. I'm really excited about it. Like, I normally don't watch videos right away, but I even messaged him. I was like, I'm watching this Mamamoo video right away because I really want to know what it's like. I will say the video, I mean, if this is your first video, I think it really gets bogged down because there's like this 3-minute long prank in it.
Of Baek Ji-young, kind of
messing with them, but if you don't understand Korean, it's not 1-K, so they don't have subtitles, so you might be kind of confused, and it really kind of just bogs down the video. If they put it at the end, okay, whatever, do what you want at the end, but, you know, you might be getting... I was, like, getting into the song, I was like, yeah, and then it, like, stopped, and I was like, what is happening right now? I was a little confused. So that's my one knock on the video, but I just think the video is great. I mean, it's got a little bit of fan service in it, but...
It's not all fan service. It's got a good amount of them singing, a little bit of dancing.
And they look like they're having fun when they dance. They're not giving that, like, generic K-pop face. Like, the next group that we're going to talk about gives a lot of that generic K-pop face. And I don't know. I'm so happy with Mamamoo. I'm happy they're in our lives.
I mean, we might be a little bit predisposed because, one, I like this kind of music in general, and Steven really likes this kind of concept because, you know, Steven is wonderful and he loves the Wonder Girls. No. And you know Wonder Girls because of Nobody, right? Everybody knows Wonder Girls because of Nobody, and this is very Nobody-esque, right?
But they can sing, or Mamamoo can sing 8,000 times better than Wonder Girls because they could not sing, man. They could not sing. Oh, I guess they could sing. 2 of them could sing. And the other ones could not sing.
And I do have to say, like, I really thought that Mamamoo was going to be, like, not very attractive, and, like, because they didn't really promote their visuals, right? We mainly got vocals, which I really, really adore that they did. But when this video came out, I'm like, oh, these are very attractive girls. Like, I'm very attracted to these girls.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
They look really good. I think of the 2 out of the 3 videos, I mean, they're in the videos, but they're not really highlighting their kind of...
You don't really see
They're not doing that K-pop thing where it's like...
You don't see a lot of this. You don't see a lot of this.
But anyways, Mamamoo, like... I love you.
We love you, Mamamoo.
I really am a little worried that you might go sexy, you know, for your second round.
Because I feel like you can do it because you kind of have that sass and that flirtiness.
Yeah.
But you
I
know
mean,
what? Just if you're gonna do it, we'll watch it, right?
No.
And if we don't think it's sexy, we're gonna say it's not sexy.
Like, I know there's a lot of people out there that you know, we prefer girl groups, and you're a girl listener and you prefer guy groups. But just give Mamamoo a chance. Like, I mean, I know AOA and Apink and, like, Girls' Day and whatever. Like, this is not that. This is totally different. I mean, you heard a little snippet of it if you're listening to the audio version. They got that funk, and it's great. It's really great. So what's next? So
our next song is by a group that we did mention beforehand, AOA with Short Hair, 달반 머리.
So yeah, AOA, I mean, their last song was Miniskirt, right?
Miniskirt?
I think Miniskirt was the last song. Brave Sound Joint. Yeah. And kind of the song that put them on the map. I mean, 힘들어 was really popular, but it was really Miniskirt that kind of leveled them up. I mean, because they are, like, you know, I teach middle school here in Korea, and, like, people know AOA now because of Miniskirt.
A lot of my boys will ask for AOA, like, Miniskirt, like, myself, and then I'll show them, like, oh, well, have you heard, like, you know, Confused, and they're like, no.
yeah. And, you know, Confused was big. I mean, you know, AOA, I mean, this is a very different concept than when they started, for sure, because they were the group that, like, they were like 7 angels, and they have, like, a band subunit, and it was really weird. But anyways, the song Short Hair, another Brave Sound joint. What did you think about the song?
Just as catchy as any Brave Sound song I've heard in my life. Sounds very Brave Soundy. But
I'm not going to say it's as catchy. I think it's definitely a B tier song of Brave Sound. For me, anyways.
So your B tier is like my A tier because I have like an S tier, right?
I have an S tier. You know what's S tier Brave Sound?
What's S tier Brave Sound?
Only Gain Weight by 4 minutes. And that song's the only song in S tier for me. Because that song is just impossibly good. All right, what's another song then that would be S tier for you, anyways?
For Brave Sound, I really liked Short Skirt. I thought Short Skirt was much better than this song. Much better than Confused.
Who sings Short Skirt?
AOA.
AOA does?
Yeah.
They did Short Hair and Short Skirt?
Yeah. Miniskirt.
Okay, you meant Miniskirt? I was like...
Yeah, that's what I meant. That's what I meant.
Short Skirt, Miniskirt.
And I also like that 4-minute song, What's Your Name? Is it What's Your Name or...
I mean, what's your name? What's your name? I mean, both are Brave Sound songs.
Yeah, those to me are S tier Brave Sound songs.
Oh, I'm not gonna call those S tier. I don't like those. I mean, if you're gonna S tier, I thought maybe like a Sistar song.
Oh, Sistar. Oh yeah, Sistar too. But
I mean, that's how good Only Gain Weight is by 4 minutes. Like for me, anyways.
All right.
Who cares?
Let's
talk about the song.
Is not that level, but it's one step down from there.
Still good.
Still very good. This music video is fun, and I do have to say I'm much more happy that they turned it down with the sexy.
The dip of the stellar dip really is happening. Like groups are really. I mean, they're still pretty sexy, but they're really toning that down.
Gladly too. One because sexy and like just like Ege will mention a lot. It's good in doses. You just can't have a whole video of all sexy, right? If you're kind of destigmatized to like the sexy moves they're doing, then you're kind of like, okay, you're just trying to be overtly sexy. But when you get little flashes of it here and there, you're like, I want some more of that, right?
I will say for me, like, this group is still like, they're not like GOT7. Like when GOT7 is dancing, look like they're having fun. And I get this is a different concept. It's like the sexy concept, but they're just dancing with K-pop face, which is kind of this like kind of frozen-y, kind of half smiling, cute, rehearsed cute faces. And like I don't really like that as much. Like for example, like sometimes when Sister has a fun song like "Loving You," like they look like they're having a lot of fun while singing that song.
They do a lot of these like hand motions.
Yeah, and so I mean, this group, I didn't like Miniskirt as much as you did at the time, and I still don't like that song as much as you do. But I mean, Brave Sound is Brave Sound. I mean, it's catchy.
Yeah.
Definitely, the chorus is very Brave sounding. I mean, I know a lot of people don't like Brave Sound, so I was reading some reviews of people like just another Brave Sound song. It's another one of those ooh 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 songs, and I'm like, maybe, but I really like that. I thought the video was a little confusing and strange, like with this female dressed as a man. I didn't really get that.
Yeah.
It's a very kind of generic video. So I'm not gonna write home. You know, the video is nothing to write home about.
It's nothing to write home about at all.
But the song's pretty good.
Song's pretty good, yeah.
I think it's a song, as a lot of Brave Sound songs are. They really grow on me. So I'm definitely gonna download this song and see what it's like. But I'm trying to think of another girl song that I've liked recently, and I can't really think of that many.
Like a girl group song?
A girl group song. I mean, there's a lot, like, I didn't really like that Baby, or the Goodnight Kiss song. I mean, I didn't really like the I don't know. I can't think of any.
Yeah, I haven't liked a girl group song in a really, really long time as well.
Yeah.
If I went through my playlist and looked, like, through it, I doubt there are any girl group songs. I think they're only guys, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm gonna look right now. But Mamamoo though.
No, I'm gonna look right now too.
I like. Okay, that's a lie.
What'd you like?
There's like two songs that I fucking love. All right.
Go.
One of them is a song that we talked about for a quick second. It's by Sonnet Sun.
Sonnet Sun, that song.
I really like. Actually, I listened to that song like 10 times more than I listen to any other song, and I really, really, really like Kang Min Hee's song with I think Kanto. We also talked about it in our podcast. I think it was Lightning Round or something. Those are two very indie songs, and so there's I don't think there's that many girl group songs that I've liked recently. From a girl.
I have none in my list. I think
I think the
I
AOA miniskirt might be
I have none.
The last girl group song that I decently like. Actually, I like the Stellar song.
I have more boy group songs than girl group songs in here. Does that song with Rainia in it?
Oh, I like Apink, Mr. Chu. I actually like a lot. I think that was
a really long time ago, man.
That was a really long time ago, but that was the last one I think I really liked.
That was a really, really long time ago, man.
It was a really long time ago. You know, it's also a really good song. Pitch Perfect soundtrack, because I listened to a lot of Pitch Perfect for a while.
Yeah. My playlist is just flooded with male solo artists.
Yeah. But the moral of the story is check out 4 minutes, only gain weight. If you haven't already.
Oh god.
All right, let's start with the last song that we're gonna go in depth this week, and that is by a very, very different kind of group than Mamamoo and AOA. And it's our resident brand new music experts, Verbal Jint, featuring Sani and Swings, with their song "Just Another Rapper." Now, this song doesn't have a music video.
It doesn't.
It's kind of just a digital single, like Brand New likes to do a lot.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I mean, the last time Verbal Jint, Sani, and Swings got together, they made a pretty damn good song.
Yeah.
Right. What song was that? I can't remember.
It's the one where they're like the cops, and then
they're like investigating.
Yeah. Shh. What was that song? Oh my goodness.
The one problem with doing this every 2 weeks is seriously my memory is really bad.
Like songs just kind of like you remember certain things, you just can't remember names or like titles, right?
And I know this is kind of stupid to say, but like sometimes I'll watch 30 to 40 plus videos in a week, and so it's pretty hard. I don't know. You talk about this song while I look for it. Talk about this song while you look for it.
This song is a little bit different from what you're used to if you're, listening to like Sani's kind of playful rap, and if you don't listen to a lot of Swings. But this is kind of what I really, really like about Verbal Jint. He's a little bit harder. Like his his verses kind of hit hard. The way he raps, his rapping style is more serious, I feel like. And Sonny's usually kind of a joking, kind of, not taking himself too seriously rap. But this is the Sonny that debuted Sonny, right?
Yeah. The other song is Where Did You Sleep?
Where Did You Sleep?
And that song for me is way better than this song. It just has a more catchier beat. This one's a little bit more rappy McRapperson.
Yeah, Rappy Mc, Rupert Rappington's Rap School of Rap Hands.
But we didn't get to see the rap hands because there's no music video. But the chorus is pretty catchy in the song. Yeah. It's not a singing chorus; it's more of like a slow rapping chorus. So I think if you're a brand new music person, I am more partial to the more R&B kind of songs featuring maybe a rapper. I'm more inclined to like something like that. For me, I mean, to be honest, for me, there weren't that many songs we wanted to talk about in depth this week, and even this song, I don't have that much to say about it.
I mean, one, because it doesn't have a music video, we kind of lose half of what we want to say.
Sure.
And, just the fact that we're not fluent in Korean really lets us only really talk about the flow of the song or like the feeling we get from it. So I was one to say I really want to talk about the song because I really like this song. It's different from what a lot of people are used to, and it's definitely something you should check out because Verbal Jint is coming out with an album soon. I know it, and he released like a teaser song beforehand that was on his SoundCloud or something, and I really, really like that song, and it was very similar to this song, and I like that song, and I like this song, and that Verbal Jint album is just going to take my money.
Yeah. I do hope for more Where Did You Sleep type songs, but comparatively, like there was a Dynamic Duo song that came out this week, and like I really like this song compared to that Dynamic Duo song. Dynamic Duo is more known to be a little bit more real. I don't want to say real hip hop, but more showy hip hop. Like the in your face kind of going
more,
harder,
kind of more rap that what you're used to if you listen to rapping from the States or just from Western music in general.
Yeah, but all right, let's move on to the best part of our podcast, which is the lightning round.
Yeah, so the lightning round is kind of a mixed bag. Like we'll have a lot of songs that we thought were good, and we didn't really have much to say about, and we really didn't want to highlight. Yep. Or two songs that we should have talked to, but we only had poopy things to say about them. And we want to limit our negativity on this podcast because you guys don't like us hearing us complain about K-pop.
So we thought we'd put it at the end and do it real fast.
Really, really fast, just in case, we can slip it by you.
I will say, of the previous lightning rounds, this is the least negative, I think.
I think so, too. I think
we were pretty negative on some of those boy group
last week we were
ones.
really, really negative. This week, we do have a good amount of, male artists on here. And I mainly have good things to say about them, just not a lot of
to say
detail. Yeah.
So let's start. The first lightning round song is by a group. Maybe you've heard of them. They're called Apink, with their song "Crystal." Now I actually enjoyed the song. I actually really liked it.
I did.
I'm going to download it. Now you previously heard it because you listened to their album, and I didn't. But it's no Mr. Chu. But I don't know why I enjoyed it. I just enjoyed it. Yeah.
So the Apink album to me was kind of lackluster. It definitely didn't have too many gems on there besides Mr. Chu and maybe one other song. I can't remember what it was.
Sure.
And this was definitely one of the songs on the album that I really didn't like. And when I found out they were making a music video for it, I was a little bit disappointed because it wasn't one of my favorite songs. And when I saw the music video, I was even more disappointed because it was just them egoing up and everything. So.
Yeah, but I can't say anything about that. Like, video's kind of boring, other than they're just keep being cute.
Yeah, which works sometimes, but
I think you got to be if you're a fan of Apink, of course you're gonna eat that shit up.
I mean, I'm a fan of Apink, and I didn't eat this shit up, so.
You're not for you, your girl's generation,
main bias.
They're main, yeah, your homie group. So Apink has kind of another song. They have like a subunit that's not really a subunit, but they're calling it Pink BNN.
Right, Bomi and Namju.
Yeah, and they have the sixth collaboration with Brave Sound for their 10th anniversary album. So they have a song called My Darling. Now, this is the sixth one, and you don't like this song, right?
I think it's the worst out of the 6.
I don't think it's the worst out of the 6.
Or it's the 5th out of the 6th.
Let me think. So Only Getting Away is definitely the best one.
Best one for sure.
I personally...
After School one was pretty good.
Yeah, the After School one was not bad. I personally like the Electro Boys one.
I like the Electro Boys one. Which
Junie,
one was that one?
The Crossroads one. Bang Bang.
That's my second favorite one. That's my second favorite one.
That might be my second. After School is the third one.
After School is my third.
Those are all 3 are really good. I really think they're good. And then I think there's a big jump to Junie L. Junie L's
there's one with Kai, I think, right?
That's the After School one.
No, but Kai is no longer part of After School.
Then there wasn't one with Kai.
Oh, okay then.
Because there are 6, right? First one was actually one that I never listened to. Second one was 4 Minute. Third one was After School. Fourth one was Electro Boys. Fifth one was Junie L. And sixth one is Pink BNN.
I think this is like on level of Junie L for me. I don't know which one's worse. I don't like either.
I think this one is better than what you're saying, but I can't place it above Electro Boys or the other ones. I'm going to download it, definitely. Junie L one I didn't download. The Junie L one sounded way too much like a slower, shittier Only Gain Weight. But it doesn't matter to me because even if they release the album now with 5 more just empty space songs that is just silence for 5 songs, it would still be an album that is better than most albums that I've ever heard.
Sadly.
So, oops. Moving on.
Yeah. So, the next song, I really want to talk about, but it's kind of in a weird spot. It's Tablo and Taeyang. It's a cover of Eyes, Nose, and Lips. This song was really, really good in my opinion. I thought Tablo did a really, really good job of like twisting the song, and the English is really, really good. The lyrics are really, really good. Taeyang sings in it as well, and it's very good. And his English is fantastic. It's just the video is really nothing to write home about. It's just Tablo rapping in
a like Taeyang's video.
Yeah, which is like you've seen it before if you've watched Taeyang's video.
Just with a shirt on.
Yeah, no, Taeyang.
Taeyang doesn't have a shirt on
this one either.
You're right.
No.
There was some cool lighting effects, like the way Tablo is kind of portrayed.
Yeah.
I will say, his English is really good, but because I understand English, I thought his lyrics were pretty generic-y. Like, I didn't even think... His rhyming didn't even make sense half the time, like a lot of raps do. And I didn't think his flow was particularly that great. At least in this song. Like, I know in Epic High, he does his own thing. I think the song is good just because Eyes, Nose, Lips is a really good song.
Yeah.
And I don't necessarily think Tablo's cover was that amazing. Like, I would... If you give me an option of which song to listen to, I'm going to listen to Taeyang's song.
Yeah, I will say that.
100%.
I prefer the original more than the cover.
But when Taeyang came in during this song, I liked it 1,000 times more. Like when they was actually singing with Tablo's rapping, I thought it sounded way, way, way better than just Tablo rapping.
I think I agree with you on that. Just because when Taeyang started singing and he started singing in English, I was expecting, this might not be all that great, because usually when you're trying to sing a melody that's supposed to be made for the Korean language and you're singing it in English, it's gonna be 10 times more difficult, because rapping, you can just rap about the general concept of the song, which is kind of what Tablo did. He just put a little twist on it, right? He's not just taking Taeyang's words one for one and transcribing it. But when you sing a melody, it's a little bit harder, but when he sang it, I was like, wow, it's fantastic.
That was pretty good. Yeah. That was pretty good. And the fact that it's in English, that was really shocking. I didn't expect that at all. Moving on, there's a new song by Bumkey called Home. It was reportedly, he wrote it for his wife, apparently. And, for me, it was Bumkey being Bumkey. Like, it was a pretty good song.
Fantastic song, yeah.
Again, I don't think it's a very memorable song, but it's a good song to me. I think it's not bad. I'm going to download it because Bumkey's Bumkey.
My most memorable Bumkey song that sticks out in my head is like Bad Girl, I think.
Bad Girl is one of the only songs I can think of.
Or Attraction. That song.
Maybe. That song was good too.
Yeah. But this was not on the level of that, but still very good.
Yeah, I think I may actually like this song more than the Verbal Jint Sunny song that we that we kind of featured more. But
Wait,
still don't have too much to say about
last night.
it. I meant this one.
Just another
rapper.
Uh-huh.
See, when I said Verbal Jim, Sonny, and Swings, which song did you think of? The Sleep one, because it's way better.
Where did you sleep last night?
All right, next.
So, next song is by Say Yes with Get Out.
Now, Say Yes is like a kind of a band.
A band.
An idol band.
Yeah.
And they just get a shout out because they have one dude who's like the random instrument dude. Like
he's a hype dude.
Yeah, like in the first song, their debut song, he played the djembe, which was really strange. But actually, I really like that song. And in this, he plays the whistle.
He has a whistle and a snare drum.
It's like just shout out for that guy because that guy's awesome.
Yeah, and they have like random like sexy girl scenes in this also, which is kind of weird to see. Right, but hey,
I actually kind of like this band music. I don't think it's that bad. It's not as good as CM Blue is a very different type of
they're
song,
more of like a poppy kind of.
Yeah,
they're out to make catchy songs, right? Not step on your toes.
But seriously though, the dude who plays the djembe and now the whistle, I mean, props to you.
Props to you, man. I think he's the rapper. That's why, but. The fact that he's playing those instruments, all right.
The fact that they're just like...
Get up on it, man.
Like, you really don't need to be in this group.
That's
but you're so great that we're going to put you in as random instrument guy.
Yeah, do you. Do you, guy. Do you. Do you.
Next, there's a kind of a new duo, kind of too big, but not too big. Yeah. And their name is Zan Zan with their song Chicken Feet. Now, it sounds strange, and the video is strange. I didn't know whether not to take it seriously or...
Yeah, because they were wearing, like, fake thug.
Yeah, like, they were wearing, like, probably the grossest outfits I've ever seen in my life. Like, they were wearing, like, all black, like, old-school Run DMC gold chains, floppy hat. One dude was wearing the gross-ass floppy hat. Like, it was just awful. It was nasty.
He had, like, a dangly earring. I was like...
Oh, it was... Yeah. Like, that couldn't have been serious. And the song's called Chicken Feet. You're like, what? But their voices are really good.
Their voices are really good, but I just could not enjoy it because it was like...
It was confusing.
I'm not crying because of you. I'm crying because of chicken feet.
Yeah. And if you don't know, I mean, chicken feet is really fucking spicy in Korea.
Yeah.
Makes you cry.
Well, anywhere. Chinese chicken, like, usually it's pretty
spicy. Is it really? I don't
know.
Well,
not the dim sum kind. The dim sum kind is not
those
spicy.
are the only ones I've ever seen.
Oh, yeah. Those ones aren't really spicy.
Anyways, I mean, if you like Too Big, I think Zan Zan's a kind of strange alternative. But Too Big also released a song the last 2 weeks
that
I didn't like that much. It was called Walk Backwards. Like, I'd rather listen to Zan Zan Chicken Feet than that.
Yeah, sometimes Too Big strays away from R&B and kind of goes ballady, and we don't really like that.
Yeah, it's not that it's bad or anything. Like, their voices are still amazing. It's just ballads are ballads.
They're just But our last lightning round song is Beast with Good Luck. Now, this song I did not like as much as...
their last song. The Instagram song. The Beastagram song.
I only know the Korean title. 이젠 아니야. I don't know This Is Not It. I don't know.
I forgot what it is.
I can't remember what the title is in English, but
I can remember the music video, which says something.
Yeah. So after listening to that from last week, that song really, really grew on me. And
you didn't like it. You didn't like it.
I didn't really like it as much. I think I liked another song, Boyfriend's Obsession. Or
yeah, you like
that.
Boyfriend's Obsession. And I was like, hell no, this Beast song's my favorite one. But you know.
And actually, Beast song grew on me. It's a lot better. I like that song a lot better than this one. Even though this one, I feel like they flexed their vocal chops a little bit more.
Yeah.
But
when it started out, like I was like, okay, all right. But this is just a strange. I mean, I didn't really like it. I thought it was pretty generic.
It was, but this song is winning music shows. Like,
I mean, they're Beast,
like a mofo. But the thing is, Beast doesn't really have like too much international like.
I mean, if they're winning music shows, it's not international.
Yeah. So that's why, like, if you go check Beast songs, like, they're pretty popular, but they are very, very popular in Korea.
Yeah, they might be. I mean, other than EXO, I mean, there are not many groups. That are like close to EXO. I mean, there are no groups close to EXO. But Beast might be one of the closest ones. Yeah, at least according to my students.
I agree.
Which is fine. I mean, I think they've got great. I mean, I really like some of their songs. I really do.
Yeah.
Shadow was really,
Shadow
really
was
good.
really good.
And the Instagram song last week was pretty good, but it wasn't amazingly good.
But there's this one Beast song that I really like Midnight something or something.
Beautiful Midnight. I don't know that, but if that's the song I'm thinking of, that's my favorite Beast song.
I think so.
That's
too,
the song that when
song.
I discover Beast,
that song.
It's like when they're dancing New York.
I think that's the one.
Yeah,
I think that's the one.
I really like that song a lot. This song is not good.
All you beautifuls, I think that's what you guys are called. Just let us know for Batustifals.
But yeah, so that's it for the lightning round, and I think that brings us to the end of episode 51.
Yeah.
Now we probably should have mentioned at the beginning of the episode, but we didn't, and that is that we are going to record a Taeyang album review.
Oh, we are
right.
Just minutes after.
It's a little late, but we're going to record it here. I don't know whether or not I'm going to release it before or after this episode. But hopefully if you reach the end of this episode and you haven't checked out that other one, go back and download that. I don't know what order I'm going to put them in, but we're going to go in depth on kind of the Taeyang album.
Yeah, go look for that one.
Yeah, we did it for 21. We did it for Girls' Generation's mini album. So look forward to that. I listened to a lot of Taeyang today. So
yeah.
And yeah, I think we're done. I think we'll see you guys in 2 weeks.
Bye.
No.